Namaste and Salam Alaikum people. Welcome to my session. Hi, this is Maria Khan, your master teacher of biology here at Vedantu. And people, today we are going to get acquainted with so many new stuffs. Today is an amazing session because we are going to understand the basics of genetics. Now, people, the most important part of this chapter are the terminologies. There are so many terms in this particular chapter. Without understanding these terms, we won't be able to understand even a single word of it. And that's the reason why this session becomes crucially important for you all to understand this chapter. Okay, so what all things are we going to cover in today's session? So, first of all, we are going to understand what is heredity, genetics, father of genetics, then the variations that we see within a population, and followed by the number of chromosomes, type of chromosomes, and finally sex determination. So these are the 7 things we are going to cover in today's session. So if you want to learn all these 7 things with me, stay with me throughout the session. Hit on the like button. Do share this video with your friends, with your classmates, so that we can establish a learning community. Do subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet subscribed. And most importantly, post me here in the chats. Chalo people, let's get started. So people, can you guess them? These are the 2 famous celebrities. Can you guess their names? Chalo, let me know in the comment section. Chalo. So yes people, this particular guy is Saif Ali Khan and she is Amrita Singh. Okay, so they were husband and wife and they gave birth to these 2 individuals. The first one here is the Ibrahim Ali Khan and their daughter is Sara Ali Khan. Okay, now have a look at them. There were so many memes floating on the internet as if this couple has given birth to their own selves. Like Saif Ali Khan has given birth to Ibrahim Ali Khan, who is like exact copy of him, and Sara Ali Khan is also like a doppelganger of her mom. So people, is it like really possible? And if it is possible, like here with their example, so you can say definitely ma'am, these things are happening across the globe. So how is it possible? People, this is all possible because of heredity. Okay, like if I talk about my own self, so my mama has a dimple chin and so am I also having a dimple chin. So let's take another example. Now, many a times when a newborn baby is there, okay, like someone is blessed with a baby, and then our parents take us to their family to have a look at the child and then give them gifts and greetings and best wishes and all those stuffs and formalities. So that time, people, when we have a look at the child, we say, "Mama, mama, iski aanखें तो same इसके मम्मी जैसी है. His hair are just like his dad. His nose is just like his grandmother. है ना? He has a dimple chin just like his grandmother." So we all try to compare the features of that particular child with their family members. And it means there is something that is getting passed from the parents to the offsprings. There is something that is being passed from the grandparents to the offsprings. So what is this? What is exactly being passed? Can anyone tell me in the comment section? What is being passed from the parents to the offsprings, and that's the reason why we are like themselves. Like this dimple chin is not just one characteristic that has been passed from my mother to me, but then my parents are tiny timid and so am I tiny timid, and my mother is having brown eyes and so am I having brown eyes. My mother is having wavy hair and so am I having a wavy hair. So people, we share so many characters with our parents, so there must be something that is being passed, right? And yes, as I can see in the comment section, you all are absolutely correct, and this something is nothing but genes. Okay, our parents say जो मेरा है वो तेरा है. क्या तेरा है? Genes तेरा है. So people, these genes are being passed from the parents to the offsprings, and the process by which they are passed, this process is called as heredity. The process of transfer of characteristics, from parents to the offspring is known as heredity, Okay, so people, here characters are passed. Characters, which characters? Physical characters, and even mental characters. Both the characters are being passed via genes. And that's the reason why we say these are the genetically based characters. These are the characters which are transmitted via genes. And this process is what we call it as heredity. Okay. So now, people, there are not just similarities that we share with our parents. There are so many variations that are existing in this world, like existing between us and our parents. Like if I talk about my own self, my entire family members, okay, and my entire khandan or my entire family tree, everyone is fair, like literally everyone. Who were born before me, they were fair. Who were born after me, they are fair. I'm the only one who is born with this wheatish complexion. So I'm a classic example of variation, right? So now, people, why these similarities exist? Why these variations exist? So there must be some branch of biology which is conducting studies related to it, right? So the branch of biology which studies why heredity occurs, why we share similarities, why differences exist, and this branch of biology is called as genetics. Okay, so it is the study of heredity from parents to the offsprings. It not just emphasizes on the similarities that exist between the parents and the offsprings, but it also studies why variations occur. Okay, and that branch of biology is called as genetics. But people, today we are studying genetics. But long ago, okay, in the 19th century, there was a scientist named Sir Gregor Johann Mendel. Okay, so people, his real name wasn't Gregor. His real name was Johann. Okay, people feel कि उनके पापा का नाम होगा Johann, but no, his real name was Johann Mendel. Okay, now he was born in a peasant's family in Austria, and his ancestral occupation was agriculture. They had owned a piece of land where they used to practice agriculture for more than 130 years. Okay, and during his childhood days, Mendel was deeply engrossed in gardening. He also learned beekeeping, and then he was very much fascinated with physics, and he pursued various courses, and they were financially not that strong. So, to sponsor his education, his younger sister gave away her dowry amount to sponsor his education. See, she realized the worth of education back then. So, she sponsored his education. But that didn't quench his thirst. Okay, he actually wanted to become a teacher, and that's the reason why, people, he gave the examination teacher certificate course. Okay, he failed in that once. He said, no worries, I'll try it again. He failed in it twice, and then he decided कि ना, हमसे ना हो पाएगा. Okay, but then he wanted to study further. He wanted to be a teacher and simultaneously wanted to pursue his education further, and both the things were possible if his education was sponsored. And that's the reason why he entered into a monastery where he completed his early education. He not only completed his early education but parallelly started teaching in that monastery. Okay. Then further he went to University of Vienna where he graduated in two subjects, maths and science. Your textbook just mentions mathematics, but no, he graduated in both maths and science. Back then it was possible to take a parallel degree in two subjects. Okay, now then he returned back to monastery and he started working as an abbot. Now, what is abbot? So people, the head of monks in an abbey is called as an abbot. Okay, and then this particular monastery had a lush green garden, and it had numerous plants, and among them pea plant also was one of them. Okay, and there were huge varieties of pea plants. And Mendel, as you know, during his childhood days he practiced gardening, so he loved gardening, he loved plants, so he used to spend a considerable amount of time in his garden. So, on these pea plants, he performed several experiments. Okay, he crossed several plants, and he arrived on certain conclusions. Basically, few questions always pondered on his mind. Ki why a particular organism is this way? For example, if there is a black mice and if there is a white mice, and if we cross them, Will we obtain black mice or white mice or Dalmatian sort of mice or zebra crossing or what exactly? So such kind of doubts always pondered over his thoughts, and that's the reason why he conducted certain experiments. Okay, and he conducted his experiments on plants. Like again, this tall plant, this dwarf plant, if we cross them, what kind of plant will we obtain? And if we obtain a tall plant or dwarf plant or an average heighted plant, why so? He wanted to find out the reasons for this, and that's the reason why he's conducted several experiments. Now focus here, he was a graduate in mathematics and science. So he conducted experiments using his scientific knowledge, and he repeated those experiments again and again for hundreds and thousands of times, so that whatever data he gathers, it becomes worthy, it becomes trustworthy. And that's the reason why he performed these experiments multiple times and he arrived at three conclusions. When he presented those three conclusions, no one paid a like heed to him, and then he died. Okay, later on he died. But then after so many years later, after his death, another scientist came in. He studied about cells, he studied about nucleus, he studied about chromosomes, studied about genes, and then he realized, oh, there was a scientist named Mendel. He performed all these experiments without even cutting plants, without even observing a cell, without even knowing that there are certain discrete units called as chromosomes and their structures called as genes. He knew nothing, but he presented three amazing laws to the world, and he died anonymously. No one knew about him. And then, when this particular scientist presented his paper, he gave credits to Mendel, and Mendel rose to overnight fame. His name, his work spread like a wildfire across the globe, and he rose to fame. Unfortunately, he wasn't alive to witness the fame that he received. Such a fame is called as posthumous fame. Okay, a person, if he receives fame after his or her death, such a fame is called as posthumous fame. Okay, so Mendel was one of it. Okay, and I told कि Gregor wasn't his original name. So who gave him this name? Who bestowed this name upon him? So it was monastery. Okay, in the monastery, he was bestowed upon this name, that is Gregor. So he is known as Gregor Johann Mendel. He is the father of genetics, also called as father of modern genetics. Why modern genetics? Because till date, whatever he said remains true. Okay, and that's the reason why बच्चों Mendel Baba की जय, hashtag Mendel Baba ki jai, and let's proceed further. So people, if you're enjoying the session, hit on the like button, do subscribe to our channel, hit on the bell icon to receive the notifications of our upcoming sessions and post to you in the chats. Okay, chalo, let's proceed further. Now people, there's a term named like begets like. What is the meaning of like begets like? जो जैसा है उसका बच्चा वैसा ही होगा. The young ones of an individual will be similar to their parents. Okay, for example, human beings give birth to babies, cats give birth to kittens, then dogs give birth to puppies, pigeons give birth to squabs. When you sow mango seed, you get a mango sapling, right? So whether it's a plant or an animal, the way we are, our offsprings are gonna be exactly the same. I mean, they are going to be very much similar to their parents, right? And that is the meaning of like begets like. Okay, so genetics is established on this particular term कि जो जैसा है उसका बच्चा उसी के जैसा होगा. Okay, now people, still having said that, there are so many variations which exist within a population. Just few slides ago I gave you my example that everyone in my khandan is fair, but I am the only one who is wheatish in complexion. Okay, now that's a classic example of variation. Now people, this variation exists even in a population of species. Like, we all are human beings, but are we all the same? No. Like, if we talk about my own self, I am wheatish, I have a straight nose, I have a dimpled chin, I have wavy hair. But then, if we talk about any other teacher on the platform, like if we talk about Shilpi ma'am, she's having silky straight hair, she's very fair, है ना? So people, there are so many differences within the population. Like even we differ a lot from our siblings, right? Though we all are human beings, we all differ from each other. Even if we compare all the boys in a classroom and all the girls in a classroom, they all will differ. Yes or no? Yes. So there are several differences which arise or which exist within a set of population or species. Okay. Rather, even if we differentiate human beings in terms of races and tribes, even people will still differ from each other. Like if we talk about races, like Indians, Americans, Africans, so much of difference है ना. Chinese people, they have tiny eyes, and Asians are like whitish complexion. Americans are like too fair. If we talk about Africans, they are having dark complexion, they are tall and broad, and usually they have those curly hair. So people, we see differences within different races, within individuals of those races, also individuals of that particular tribe also. Like we all are Asian, but we all are so different from each other, right? So yes, variation occurs within a set of population, whether we are talking about the race or tribe or within the same family also. Yes or no? And this is not just applicable for human beings, but also for animals and plants. Like when we talk about animals, there are so many variations even within the same species. Like dogs, all dogs belong to the same species. Okay, for example, here are some breeds of dogs given. Like even if I quote you certain breeds that I know, like Pomeranian, Labrador, German Shepherd, Bull Mastiff, Shih Tzu. So people, all those breeds are different from each other, but yet they all belong to the same species. So basically, how do we define species? So people, species is a term, okay, it's an umbrella term which includes all the organisms who can interbreed and give rise to fertile offsprings. Like suppose if I am having Labrador, okay, and you are having German Shepherd, okay, and if we cross them, okay, so the resultant doggy that we will obtain, that will be a crossbred dog. Yes or no? Yes or no? So people, these two individuals can mate, they can reproduce, and then we will obtain a crossbreed. Now, if you cross this crossbreed with Labrador or with German Shepherd or with another crossbreed, still it's going to give you the next set of puppies. Yes or no? Yes. And that's the reason why we say that all dogs belong to the same species. But that's not the case between a horse and a donkey, right? So if you cross a horse with a donkey, we get a mule. But if you cross that mule with another a horse or a donkey with another mule, it's not going to reproduce because all mules are sterile. They are not fertile, they are sterile. So all organisms who can interbreed and give rise to fertile offsprings, they are referred as organisms belonging to the same species. And that's the reason why all dogs belong to the same species, but horses and donkeys belong to the different species. Understanding it? If you're understanding, if you're enjoying, like, share, subscribe, and hit on the bell icon. Okay? Chalo, post me in the chats and let's proceed further. So people, when we talk about crossbreed, this crossbreeds exist of various animals, plants, so many variety of organisms. Like here the example is given between the female tiger and the male lion. So if we cross them, a tiger and a lion, we obtain a liger. Okay? Remember, the name starts with the father's name. Okay? So like here the father is lion, so it is liger. Okay? If it was a male tiger and a lioness, okay, that time the name would have been Tigon. Okay? So Tigon or liger, the name simply depends upon who is the father. Okay? So yeah, crossbreed between these two animals. Now if we talk about plants, so a cross between potato and tomato. Okay, so if we cross the two plants, okay, we get tomato. So people, it's tomato, not zomato. Okay, so people, underneath the surface of the soil we see potatoes, and on the aerial part of the plant we see tomatoes growing. So yeah, that's the crossbreed tomato. Okay, so yeah, this is like the information about the crossbreed varieties of plants and animals. Now people, at the beginning I said ki yes, variation exists within the population. Now this variation exists in terms of the traits where the characters remain the same. Now what is the meaning of character? Now any inheritable feature of an organism, any inheritable feature of an organism is called as character. Like we all have height, we all have hair color, we all have skin color, we all have blood group. Yes or no? So all these are characters. But now these characters differ in different individuals. So the alternate forms of these characters are called as traits. Like if I consider height as a character, the alternative form of this particular trait can be, some people are tall like Amitabh Bachchan, some people are dwarf like me, and some people are having average height as well, right? So let us discuss certain traits and characters which are enlisted in our book. Okay, so people, first character, color of the eye. It can be brown or blue or gray or black, so many different colors, right? Then hair shape. So those who know our Anjali ma'am, she is having curly hair, very fair. But then when it comes to Shilpi ma'am, she is having silky straight hair. है ना? So hair type differ. Then the character eyebrows. Eyebrows can be heavy, very heavy. Okay, it can be bushy. Okay, growing like very thick. Okay, or it can be thin, like in my case they are very thin. Okay, and yeah, so people, eyebrows. Then when we talk about the next character, that is hair on the middle joint of the finger. Hair on the middle joint of the finger, observe it. Okay, observe it. Either there will be hair growth or there will be no hair growth. Okay, so yeah, character is hair grow, I mean hair on the middle joint. It can be present or it can be absent. So these are the two traits. Then when we talk about the vision, color of our vision, so we can have a normal colored vision. Okay, we would be easily able to distinguish between red and blue and green and the rest of the colors. But when we talk about color blindness, okay, people find it extremely difficult to distinguish between red and green. Basically, all these things, they seem to them as a single color. Okay, so like this green cap or the red shoe will still appear to them as yellow only. Okay, that's the problem with them. They can't identify, distinguish colors. Okay, rest all things are absolutely normal for them. The only thing is ki they can't distinguish colors. That's it. They are absolutely normal, just like you and I mean you and me. Okay, then people, when we talk about the rolling of tongue characteristic, try out, I mean pull your tongue out and try to roll it. Are you able to roll it? I can't. Okay, so people, rolling of tongue, either some have a rolling tongue and some have a non-rolling tongue. Like in my case it's non-rolling. What is your case? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, then people, the usage of hand. Today only in our general teachers meet we were having a brainstorming session ki why people are right-handed or left-handed. So people, these are two different traits. Majority of the human population is right-handed, only 15% are left-handed. Okay, so these are the two traits, right-handedness and left-handedness. Besides the skin color could be like normal pigmentation, which is skin color is because of a pigment present in our skin, and that pigment is called as melanin. Okay, and then there could be some people in whom the gene producing this pigment could be absent, and that's the reason why they will not be having any skin color, or rather no hair color, no eye color. So in that case, the skin will look pale, the hair will be like blonde, okay, and not even blonde, whitish, okay, and the eyes will be pink, okay, and this kind of genetic disorder is called as albinism. So skin color can be normal pigmentation, okay, ranging with all the colors that you obtain on the shade card of those various beauty products, and it can be even albinism, okay. Yeah. Moving further, people earlobe. Okay, now earlobe. Have a look. My earlobe is free, but then some people have an attached earlobe. So earlobe can be attached or it can be free. Okay, moving further, lips. Lips could be thick. Okay, thick, or like in that particular show Kapil Sharma wala. So his wife, uh, I don't remember her name. So he usually cracks jokes on her, है ना? So people, she's having thick hair and I mean thick lips, and that's absolutely normal. Okay, we should not body shame anyone, though in that show it's done, but that's completely an individual's call. But we should at least not do so. Okay, because such kind of shows really influence our psychology. We should not do, because it's absolutely a human trait. Lip can be thick or they can be thin, okay, and lips can really be thin, okay, so it can be thick or it can be thin. Moving further, the next character, that is the blood group, rhesus factor. Some say my blood group is positive, negative. So we have rhesus factor. If it is present, okay, if this protein is present, we say the blood group is positive, and if it is absent, we say the rhesus factor is negative. And both the uh, blood types are absolutely normal, okay, absolutely normal. And people, I hope you are enjoying this session. If you're enjoying, you know what to do. Hit on the like button, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Okay. Now, the next topic that we are going to discuss is about chromosome, chromosome number, chromosome types, and sex determination. But prior to that, okay, let's talk about your academics. Now, people, you all are in class 10. Class 10, a very important year for your academics. This is the first public examination that you are going to appear. Now, the scores, the marks that you obtain in your examination becomes very important, है ना? So people, if you think कि you want to ace in your examinations, if you feel that you want to progress, okay, the current situation, you have to improve from this particular situation in terms of your academics, I will recommend you to join our pro subscription ASAP. Now people, you will say ki ma'am, we are studying with you na on YouTube. Yes beta, of course we are providing you 100% knowledge over here. But what about doubts? Am I able to unmute you, uncam you, and talk to you one-on-one over here in YouTube sessions? No, that's not possible. है ना? So people, there are so many things which you will get an added advantage if you purchase, if you enroll in our long-term batches. Okay, like in this session, this is a premiered session, but if you purchase our subscription, you will get an unlimited access to all our live classes. And people, when I say ki if you enroll with us, you will definitely see a change in your score, in an improvement in your score. So this is the faith that Vedantu has in its set of teachers. Vedantu, you know what Vedantu is giving you? A never before said, a never before heard kind of promise. It's Vedantu's improvement promise. You know what does this promise claim? It states that if you enroll with us for this particular academic year, and if you don't see an improvement in your scores, we return back your entire course fee. No questions asked. Okay? Yes, people, like, can you even think of this kind of promise? No other educational institution, no other coaching class has ever claimed such a big thing. We are saying that if you enroll with us, if you study with us, if you follow the guidelines which we tell you, if you follow it religiously, you will definitely see an improvement in your scores. And if you're not satisfied with the improvement, we return back your entire course fee, no questions asked. Any conditions, ma'am? Yes, there are two conditions. We'll talk about it. But I want you all to pay attention to what I say for the next 2 minutes. It could be life changing for you. Okay? So, people, if you purchase this subscription, you get unlimited access to all our live classes for 6 subjects. Now, people, as a child, I always focused on physics, chem, bio, and mathematics. I thought that these are crucial subjects. And my scores trashed down in class 10 because I massively neglected social science. I hated history like anything. I neglected English because I thought, इसमें क्या ही पढ़ना है? And I barely scored 70% in my class 10. Now, people, we learn from our experiences. This is an experience which I am sharing with you all. All these subjects are important, and that's the reason why paying proper attention to each of the subject becomes very much crucial. And in our subscription, you get unlimited live access for all these sessions for the 6 subjects. Now, in each of our session, there are 8 to 10 amazing high-level quizzes. I know you all love quizzes. You enjoy our mentee sessions like anything, है ना? So, people, in these quizzes, you get an opportunity to compete with students across the globe. We not only have students from across the country, but there are students from across the world. You get to compete with them. You get to identify your strengths, your weaknesses. You get to know everything. And people, when you identify your strengths and weaknesses, that is when you start striving for betterment of your own self, है ना? And people, in each of our session, we record those sessions because we do understand there might be connectivity issue, you might go out of town, or you might not be feeling well, there could be some other commitments because of which you miss the session. No worries, you can still watch our interactive replays. And when I say interactive, even in our replays, you get the feeling as if you're watching the session live. You get the opportunity to play live quizzes with us in those replays. You get to see your name flashing on the fastest fingers list and leaderboard. Now, isn't this amazing feature? Yes, people, it is amazing. Okay, this is what makes our sessions different from the recorded YouTube sessions as well. Okay, besides that, bacho, when it comes to notes, you all have this big problem. Many kids ask me, ma'am, which reference book, which notes do I need to follow? Bacha, you just need to follow what we provide to you. Every session of ours, we teachers, we keep on writing so many things, annotations on the screen. And these annotations are really valuable. Many kids sit with pen, paper, book and start writing all those stuffs. But then at the end of the session, you are in complete like dilemma ki ma'am, मैं करूँ तो क्या करूँ? Should I focus on what the teacher says, or should I understand what the teacher says, or should I take notes? Like what? So basically, bacha, in our sessions, you don't need to bother for all these stuffs. You sit back, you relax, and you enjoy the session. You understand the session. You can download the handwritten premium notes provided by the master teacher. We provide you a PDF for every session that we conduct. Okay. Then the second grave problem that you all face is doubts. So people, for every session of ours, we have a dedicated class teacher who religiously resolves your queries. Okay, so I call them as school class teachers because they are well experienced, well qualified and super cool, amazing teachers. They resolve your queries. So there's in-class doubt solving, and when your all doubts are solved, you get a conceptual clarity. For every session that we conduct, we provide few assignments after every 2 to 3 sessions. Like for example, a single chapter has 7 sessions dedicated to it, so there will be 2 to 3 assignments followed by it. Okay, then after the completion of the chapter, we provide you tests. chapter based test, monthly test, mid-yearly test, annual test, and for every test we provide you a detailed analysis. Okay, these are the set of questions where you went wrong. These are the set of questions which are your strengths. These are the topics, your strength. These are the topics, your weakness, where you can improve, how you can improve. Besides that, people, you get to compare your own progress with every passing test. Okay, so such kind of detailed analysis we provide you. Okay, this kind of features you won't be able to see anywhere else. And rather virtual, the best thing is we provide you with unlimited micro courses and crash courses. Now people, what are these micro courses? Which are micro courses are the chapter based courses. Like for example, you are studying currently the third chapter, genetics, with me. But if you want to study a circulatory system, excretory system, or maybe any other chapter from any of these subjects, any of these 6 subjects, you can enroll in those micro level courses and learn. Okay, learn it. So people, this helps you to ace in all the topics beforehand, है ना? You get an opportunity to stay ahead from your school, to stay ahead as compared to your peers. You can enroll yourself for various crash courses like personality development, how to boost up your confidence, like preparation for NTSC or Olympiads or other competitive examinations. So usually what kids do, अलग से class लगाते हैं, but here it is like buy one get all. It is like one stop solution for all your requirements. So people, the benefits that you achieve over here, they are really really in abundance, many benefits, and actually what you pay is very less, nominal. So people, grab the deal now, because the batches have already started. How do you enroll? Just click on the link which has been pinned in the description box, which has been put up in the description, which has been also pinned in the comment section, and you can also go to our website and purchase our subscription. But always verify, cross check, remember to apply my coupon code Q man, because this gives you an additional 10% discount. And what is my coupon code? It's MAKPRO, Mac Pro. MA Maria, K for Khan, Pro. All our subscriptions are Pro wala, Pro Lite, Pro Classic, Pro Plus. So yeah, Mac Pro. Okay, and people, let me show you how do you access to this link and how you enroll with us. Okay, just give me a moment. So yeah, let me show you. This is like, yeah, so people, this is one of my YouTube videos of ICSE class 10. So if I go to its comment section, okay, if I go to its comment section, I get to see this link which has been pinned. So are you all able to see this link, है ना? So I'm clicking on this particular link. So it will divert me to this particular page where the grade 10 and the board ICSE and the academic year 2022 will be auto selected. You can change if you want to. Okay, then people, if you scroll it further down, it will show you 3 plans: Pro, Lite, Classic and Plus. Now what are these 3 different plans? Now all the basic features which I told you, like unlimited access to all live classes, unlimited in-class doubt solving, study materials, assignments, test series, and this what we say, in-class doubt solving. All these features you avail with our Pro Lite subscription. Okay, but then if you feel ki man, I need a doubt solving outside the class as well, so that is also possible with our doubt solving app. But then this doubt solving app is available with the Pro Classic subscription. Okay, and then if you feel ki ma'am, I still require an additional hand holding, I want someone to solve my academic and non-academic doubts, to guide me throughout my academic journey, who will help me in planning my timetable, who will motivate me when I feel depressed. So that time you can purchase our Pro Plus subscription. So with all the basic facilities, basic features, you get 2 additional features, that is doubt solving app plus a personal mentor. Okay, so people, depending upon the subscription that you choose, the price will vary. Okay, like for all of us, I will recommend कि you go for the Pro Lite subscription. ठीक है. Annual subscription would cost you rupee 27,499. You can opt for the EMI option as well. That becomes economically feasible. Okay. And I will also recommend you, don't believe in what I say. Try out, trust, experience, and then you make a wise decision. Okay. Like, try out a 1 month subscription. 1 month subscription would cost you rupee 3060 only. Considering the benefits, this is a very nominal amount. So try out a 1 month subscription. I can vouch on it that you will definitely later on purchase our annual subscription. And the course price will vary. If you opt for the classic one, the monthly subscription would cost you rupee 3960, and if you opt for the Pro Plus, it would cost you rupee 5580. Now, people, for all the three subscriptions, you can try out 1 month or an annual subscription. It's up to you. Okay. And if you have now made your mind कि ma'am, okay, I'll go with Pro Lite. So suppose you scroll it further down, you get to see this window, Purchase Pro. So when you click over here, like my preference is Pro Lite. So when I click it over there, downwards here it shows me try for 1 month subscription or buy complete course. So when I click on this 1 month subscription, it will take me to a payment gateway. Right now it's asking me to log in because I haven't logged into the website. So of course it's mandatory for you to log into our website. So people try out, and as I said, our batches have already started. So yeah, hurry up, grab your seats now, and don't forget to apply my coupon code, that is MAKPRO, to get additional 10% discount, people. Okay, so now, bacha, let's proceed further. Now, in the previous chapter, number of chromosomes, cell cycle, and cell division, we studied about chromosomes. What did we study? Ki the life of every individual, it begins with a single cell. Inside the cell, there's a nucleus. Inside the nucleus, there are thin thread-like structures which are called as chromatin fibers. These chromatin fibers condense to form rod-like structure, discrete units at the time of cell division, which are called as chromosomes. Right? So, people, these chromosomes are present in the nuclei of all the organisms. Okay? And these chromosomes are always present in even numbers like 2, 4, 8, 40, 46, 54, that way. They are always present in even numbers. And when they are present in even numbers, they are always present in pairs. Okay. I always say, रब ने बना दी हमारे मम्मी पापा की जोड़ी. Mom, dad, a pair. Likewise, there are chromosomes which are present in our body. Like 50% of chromosomes from mama, 50% chromosomes from papa. So these chromosomes are always present in pairs. One mama ka chromosome, one papa ka chromosome. Always present in pairs. Okay. So these chromosomes are always present in pairs. Okay. So let me like show you over here. Like suppose this is mama ka chromosome, and then there will be papa ka chromosome. So they will always be present in pairs. Okay. Further, the chromosome number is fixed for every species. Like for human beings, it is 46. For Ascaris, it is 2. Okay. So this chromosome number is fixed for a particular species. Like in all human beings, it will be 46. In all Ascaris, it will be 2 only. Okay. The chromosome number will be same for that individual species, and this chromosome number will be the same throughout all our body cells, in all our somatic cells. Of course, it's going to differ in our in our gametes. You know, we have studied in the previous chapter that when gametes are formed, the chromosome number gets reduced to half, right? So people, this number of chromosomes in all our body cells, somatic cells, it remains the same. So whether it is my brain cell or liver cell or kidney cell or heart cell, skin cell, the chromosome number is going to remain 46. Okay, understood? Yes? If yes, like, share, subscribe, hit on the bell icon. Okay? So number of chromosomes, this particular question is frequently asked in the examination, and you have to learn this. Okay? So Ascaris only 2 chromosomes. Okay? Then onion 16, and maize 20. Okay, so people, you can devise a code or any kind of trick to learn this particular name of organisms and their chromosome number. And if you devise such a trick, don't forget to share that with me in the comment section below, because yesterday I was like brainstorming a lot, how do I create a code or a mnemonic for you all, but I was like brain dead personality, कुछ याद ही नहीं आ रहा था. अगर आपको याद आए तो do let me know. Okay, then comes the cat family: lion, tiger, domestic cat. All three of them 38. Even if they have 38 chromosomes, still they all three differ from each other, and that's because of the difference in genes. Okay, then comes mouse, 40. See, a mice is always 2 steps ahead of a cat. So 38 plus 2, 40. Simple, you can remember this. Okay, then comes human beings, so you know 46. Who were our ancestors? Apes. So human beings and gorillas, they have a common ancestor, that's ape. So gorillas arrived prior to us, so they have 2 extra chromosomes, 48. Okay, but then gorillas and potatoes, both of them having 48 chromosomes, but still they are so different from each other. Again, that's because of the difference in their genes. Okay, monkeys still different, 54. Dog and chicken, animal and a bird. Okay, mammal and a bird, 78. And insects, some insects more than 1000. So people, you devise a trick, you devise a mnemonic, and then share it with me. Okay people, cool. So guys, remember by heart this. Okay, this is VVIP. Okay, now people, let's move ahead. As I said, in human beings, okay, in human beings, how many chromosomes are present? 46. As I said, chromosomes are always present in pairs. So this 46 chromosomes will get transformed into how many pairs, people? How many pairs? Perfect. 23 pair. Okay. Now if you see this 23 pair, there will be 2 set of groups. Okay. The initial 22 pair will be similar. Exactly similar. Okay. And those 22 pairs are called as autosomes, which control all the body features, whether they are your physical features and your mental features, physical characteristic as well as mental characteristic, they are controlled by the autosomes. Okay. However, the sex of an individual is determined by the last pair, only one pair, and that pair is called as a pair of sex chromosome. Okay. Now people, this pair of sex chromosome is different in case of males, but it is similar in case of females. Now you will say me कि मैम क्या बात कर रहे हो? I can't understand anything what you are saying. Don't worry, let me show you a chart. Okay, so people, see, have a look over here at the chromosomes. Okay, now if you see the initial 22 pair of chromosomes, okay, whether it is in males, okay, or it is in females, okay, these 22 pair of chromosomes are exactly similar, and these are called as autosomes. Okay, however, if we talk about the last pair, okay, so people, have a look at the last pair in females. Okay, so both the chromosomes are exactly the same. Like if I draw over here, like here, yeah, so this chromosome is named as X. Okay, and then there is one more chromosome just like this. Okay, so when these chromosomes are actually duplicated, it looks like this. And that's the reason why we say that there are XX sex chromosomes in females. Okay, ठीक है. However, when we talk about males, okay, when we talk about males, so people, the first chromosome is like X only, but the other chromosome is very much short, okay, and it looks like this. So which is the alphabet followed by X? That's Y. And that's the reason why we say the males are having X and Y as the sex chromosomes. Okay, see, longer one and the shorter one. Okay, in females both the chromosomes are absolutely the same. So XX in females and XY in males. So people, chromosomes. Okay, so when we talk about chromosomes, they are of two types. The first 22 pairs are called as autosomes. They determine our general body features, okay, physical as well as mental characteristics. Okay, so the first 22 pairs, 1 to 22 pair, okay, they are the autosomes. But the last pair of chromosome called as the sex chromosomes. Sex chromosomes are also called as allosomes. Okay. Now it is the last pair, only one pair, 23rd pair. It is similar in females, but it is dissimilar in males. Okay. Yeah. ठीक है. And that's the reason why it is called as XX or XY. ठीक है ना? चलो. So now people, these chromosomes, see if you see the sex chromosomes in females, they both are similar, yes or no? Similar. So similar looking chromosomes are called as homologous chromosomes. Okay, however, the dissimilar chromosomes, okay, like sex chromosomes in males, they are different, so they are called as non-homologous. Okay, so people, similar looking pair of chromosomes, homologous pair of chromosomes, dissimilar pair of chromosomes are called as non-homologous chromosomes or heterologous chromosomes as well. Okay, heterologous chromosomes. Okay, ठीक है, understanding. Okay, for example, if I show you a duplicated chromosome, okay, that will become very easy for you. Like suppose, okay, and okay, so these are the two chromosomes, and then here is the another one. Okay, I'm just showing you, I'm just stating you an example. So the first pair is similar, which we call it as homologous, and the second one we call it as heterologous. Okay, homologous and heterologous. Easy. So two different type of chromosomes on the basis of their similarities with the pair. Okay, similar looking chromosomes in a pair, homologous, dissimilar chromosomes in a pair, heterologous. Further, people, it is now possible to take a picture of the set of chromosomes present in our cell, present within our nucleus. Okay, so people, the nucleus of a dividing cell, okay, its picture was grabbed using a high powered light microscope, and when it is done, we get to see the chromosomes which are scattered like everywhere. Now when you arrange them, cut it, paste it, stick it, we get to see this kind of chart, which also I showed you in the previous slide, right? So this table is called as the karyotype. This table is called as the karyotype. Okay, and coming finally to the sex of the child. Now people, in our Indian society or in many of the communities, still the mother of the child, the woman, is blamed for giving birth to a male child or a girl child or whatever may be the sex of the child is. Is it good? Is it worth? Is it really required? Is it ethical or is it unethical? So people, point number one, the sex of the child in human beings is determined by the father, and for this particular purpose no one is to be blamed upon, because Though I say that it is determined by the father, but it is not in his or her control. It is completely biological. Okay, let's try to understand this. Okay, now people, the sex chromosomes present in human beings, so it is in males it is XY, so in the cells of the testis also it will be XY, right? Now the sex chromosome in females it is XX, so even in the cells of the ovary it's gonna be XX. Now these cells, the germ cells present in the testis of the ovary, they are going to divide by meiosis and will produce gametes, right? So people, here there will be two type of sperms produced. Sperm either having X chromosome or sperm either having a Y chromosome. So two varieties of sperms are produced. But when the mother is having both the sex chromosomes similar, X only, so all the eggs will be produced of the similar kind, all having the same X chromosome within them. Okay. So now over here, if you see, when the X cell divides by meiosis, you know, four eggs are not going to form. The three are going to degenerate and only one functional egg will be there. When sperms are formed by meiosis, like if I show you over here, one cell divides to give rise to two intermediate cell, which further divides to give rise to four sperm cells. Okay, but when it comes to eggs, there is one cell which divides to give rise to two intermediate cell, which further divides to give rise to only one functional egg. Rest all degenerate. Okay, so people, how and why and what, you all will study this in the higher grades. Okay, but remember, one functional egg and all the four sperms are absolutely normal. Okay, so now people, 50% of the sperms will carry X chromosome, 50% of the sperms will carry Y chromosome, but all 100% of the eggs will always and always carry X chromosome within them. Okay, so people, if we draw this kind of table and if we see that if the sperm containing X chromosome fertilizes with the egg containing X chromosome, so the zygote will have XX sex chromosomes, and in this case, people, congratulations, a girl child will be formed. I mean, girl child will be born. Yes or no? Yes? Ha. Chalo. Now people, if we see that the sperm containing Y chromosome fuses with the egg containing X chromosome, now this time the zygote will have X and Y chromosome. Sorry, there's a mistake, typo error. Yeah, X and Y chromosome. So this time, congratulations, a male child will be born. Yes or no? Yes. So people, this way the probability of the birth of the male or the female child remains 50-50. Okay, it should be like 50-50, and the sex of the child is determined by the sperm, male gamete, है ना? It is not decided by the female gamete, but it is decided by the male gamete. Okay, and people, if you're understanding, if you're enjoying, hit on the like button, share and subscribe. And people, now it's time for today's homework. So people, the students who post their answers first in the comment section, I flash their names in my upcoming session as my official Chintu Candies. So you have to define heredity and genetics for the day. Okay, post your answers in the comment section. And people, that's it for the day. If you have any requests, any concerns, any doubts, keep posting them in the comment section. Alternatively, you can also write back to me on my mail address, that is maria.khan@vedantu.com. And I hope people you enjoyed this. If you found this video informative, do share with your friends, peers. Let's establish a learning community. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet subscribed. Hit on the bell icon to receive the notifications of our upcoming sessions. And what else should I say, people? Allah Hafiz, Milo Hafiz, and keep watching Vedantu. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Love you all.